in the game.
Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, home of the Arkansas Razorbacks. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Sooners will boot it away to start the game. On the run from inside his own 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline. Doing on that return. Grabbed in the middle, it's Blake. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Remember some of the years when the Hawks spent a lot of time in the Wildcat just running it? You don't have to do that with this guy at quarterback.
And it just makes you less predictable, right? You got a running back in there, you know you're not going to throw it very much, but when they do have the ability to push the ball down the field and get some guys out of the box, it makes this offense even more exciting.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Gives it on the option. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Fires to the wideout. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And how about that call? You're right around midfield, 4th down on your opening drive, so you run the football and you put your trust and confidence in your offensive line up front to get it done and keep your offense on the field. That is impressive.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
To the air, it's Green. Fires downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. This senior shows some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. The short hands, it's Brown. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. They've put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. Looking to buy time. Fires to the middle. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
And how about that play by the defense here early in this game opening drive, facing one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football, and they're able to get an interception. That is going to be massive for their confidence in this game.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Breaks into the open. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Really nice run. This guy brings balance to this offense. It's not all high-flying aerial passing attack, too. You go back to Adrian Peterson, DeMarco Murray, Samaje Perine. They've always had guys in these spread-up tempo offenses that have been able to give them balance and force the defense to stay honest. That's exactly what this guy brings the Sooner offense.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
The run from the shotgun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The give to the tailback. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Man, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
On 4th down, going to the air. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. To the air, it's Green. Floating away. Bought a little time, lets it go. And the pass falls incomplete, and we are through 1 quarter. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the 2nd quarter. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the timing just a hair off.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
With the catch, it's Blake. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
Timeout, Oklahoma.
When you're around midfield, the analytics will tell you so much better to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And they can't connect, a costly turnover on downs.
And this offense chooses to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed. Now, early in the game, a chance to create momentum, to swing back to the other side of the football field.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And those body blows really, really matter. I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Turning it on! He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the 1st down.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And he makes a completion there, set up and in business at the 20. Simple call, excellent execution, moves the sticks on third down.
These QBs and receivers, man, they run this route in practice thousands of times. So it's nice to see them come out here and execute it in game conditions. Great job with the timing, great job with the depth of the route. Nice work between those two.
Take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Snags it, and he will score! Touchdown, Oklahoma! They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary and you make that big play.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Wants to go up top on first down. Pulls it in. It's Washington. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Now adjusting. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
The quarterback just needs to settle down. He looks like he's just too excited right now. He had his receiver wide open down the field and just put way too much mustard on that throw, overthrowing an open guy. That should have been 6.
They were counting on making a few yards after the catch on third down. Instead, they're staring at 4th.
Yeah, and I think a lot of times you trust your guy. You throw it to him, and you say, I can make somebody miss or lower my shoulder and get to the sticks. The defense had none of that. Nice job tackling. Nice job forcing the 4th down.
On 4th down, looking to pass. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's inside the 10. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
And the Sooners will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners!
And How big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a two-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd.
Arkansas, 0.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. To the air, it's Green. Caught over the middle, it's Brown. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Hauls it in down the sideline. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. And they decide to trot out the kicker. Maybe being on the right hash will help him swing that big leg for this 54-yard attempt. And this one is perfect. Now the lead is down to 11.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
On the move from inside his 5. Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Man, how about that? You come out of the locker room, you just had a little bit of a break, you rested, you told your club we're going to come out, and now we're going to be aggressive. We're going to kick an onside even though we're winning and you failed. Now this defense better step up and respond.
First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Scanning the field, it's Mateer. That's caught. It's Lewis.
You know, it's hard enough just to catch passes in college football, but to do it while also being cognizant of where you are in the field and making sure you get a foot down inbounds, that's really impressive.
The Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it. It is loud in here as they try to help him get a stop on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, still going. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the 4th down conversion.
Using his legs, it's hot. They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Here comes 2nd down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for.
That's a bit of a gut punch for the offense because you're winning at halftime, you made your adjustments, you're feeling good about your game plan coming here in the second half, and right away you throw an interception to the defense.
Gets that thing away from the goalpost. He's got 5 out to the 10-yard line. The Razorbacks can really attack on this second and short. Back to pass. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker, it's Jones. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down.
He's got it along the sideline. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one? And the Razorbacks are on the move. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to escape and get it himself. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
And in back-to-back plays, you understand full well why the DC talking to us this week was like, this guy's a handful. Like, he shows the ability to throw the ball, make a big play through the air. Then you're covering the throw game well. What happens? He pulls it down, makes the run. He's showing you a little bit of everything.
Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Blake. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Fires into the end zone. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. The 50, the 40, running inside the 20. Touchdown, Oklahoma! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
Number 3.
And there's something you don't see often, a 100-yard interception return for a touchdown. As a quarterback, you know those windows are really small to throw into. And if you don't throw it on time, it's going to get, at minimum, tipped, maybe picked. That's the worst possible scenario for a quarterback. What a play by the defense.